So we're here today to examine Axiom sales reports and their efficiency. With me is Michelle Davis, who has assisted me with the project since its beginning. If Michelle could lead the shot right quick. Hey. All right. So, a little background on the project. Axiom, much like Walmart, started off as a small local Arkansas interest and has since grown into a worldwide corporation. To give you an example of Axiom's size, it has tens of thousands of servers, which it uses to be one of the largest consumer information providers in the industry. It also has facilities ranging from here in Arkansas to far-flung places such as Poland and Japan. Axiom got its beginnings as Demographics Inc., which was founded to improve the mailing lists of the Democratic Party. So the purpose of the project is to create improved systems of sales reporting based upon sales leader and associate feedback to our research. So, what is the problem? Currently, Axiom generates sales reports every day. One would think more information is better. However, that is not always the case, especially when the information is so much that it makes it hard to find if it is actually useful. As it turns out, sales reports generated on specific days seem to be much more valuable. At least that's what the initial findings seem to indicate. Also, that there have been complaints of considerable amount of inbox congestion. So the research methods. The first and primary was a survey questionnaire given out to sales leaders and associates. This was done because surveys allow for the person to reply at their convenience and also can be distributed indirectly without having to talk to the person face to face. As for employee interviews, questions were generated and there were attempts at interviews made. However, due to time constraints and other factors, there was not a whole lot of useful information gathered from those. What information was gathered supported the survey questionnaire. As for the survey questions, the first one was to ask what the person's position at Axiom was to get a baseline of how relevant their feedback would be to the project. Also asked how long they've been with the company, also to establish how long they might have been working with the current sales reporting system. An interesting fact came up during this. Of the surveys collected, the average number of years someone had been with the company turned out to be 24. This shows that people working at Axiom tend to have a great deal of company loyalty, something rare in this day and age. So, once those were established, we went ahead and asked them if they use sales reports. As it turned out, everyone surveyed said yes. So, they also pretty unanimously replied to the other questions that of the sales reports generated, they only used specific days, specifically Monday. That one came up as the day used the most often, or in some cases, the only one that person used. Alright, so from there, I went ahead and asked them if they had any suggestions or recommendations for improving the process. And yet again, pretty unanimously, the reply was that they wanted a once-a-week report generated on Monday. That way it would be available to them early enough for them to make decisions based on it and not have the problem which plagues the current system of, oh, this report came in on Friday, but I'm about to start my weekend. The interview questions were very similar to the survey questions, but the intent was to possibly allow unscripted questions based on feedback. If further research is done on the subject, the interview questions here might prove quite useful, and in a less time-constrained format would be quite valuable to pursue. So the results. As has been stated, most sales leaders and associates only use reports generated on Monday of each week, and that they would prefer a more comprehensive report that came out right at the start of the week, say Monday or Tuesday. The recommended solution would be to direct the sales opportunity team to come up with a more condensed and, as has been determined, useful report generated once a week. The reasons for this is that it would reduce clutter and confusion, result in less time being wasted by the sales opportunity team, because clearly everyone prefers that their work be meaningful rather than spending time out of their day generating a report that they know before they even start is not going to be used. Also, the more condensed reports will help ensure that the information is current and valid. So the criteria for recommendation. It is quite feasible. It is well within the abilities of those generating the reports to come up with a new one. It would not require any particular training beyond what they already possess. Plus, almost nothing. It would just cost time, and given the people working on generating sales reports are salaried, as long as they do it within the bounds of their normal work day, they don't cost any more doing this than doing something else. It also does not require any new facilities or equipment because the current computers are quite capable of generating a fresh report. As for the urgency, the changes could be implemented near immediately, as has been discovered through talking to those working on the reports. It would take about a day, maybe two, to generate a new format. And as has been stated, it can be started immediately. If anything, the biggest roadblock would be acceptance by those higher up the chain of command at Axiom. Because as we know, with corporate culture or any culture, change is slow when it comes at all. And that is my presentation. Thank you very much for coming. Oh, right, I should have. So, might you have any questions?
No, you did an excellent job.
Well, I do have any questions since you happen to be here as our technical person.
Hello, this is David Coyne, IT. I'm also an employee at Axiom. My question is, so from what I was going to understand, Monday through Wednesday are when the reports are useful, right?
Yes.
Might you want to have it just be reports generated Monday through Wednesday instead of just once a week?
I could see that possibly being valuable, but as what came up a lot during survey data, there was an overwhelming preference for Monday and just Monday.
Fair enough.
And I can answer a little bit on that. So the reports on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were a little different. They build on each other. The response we heard back is they wanted to put all the data from Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday on the Monday report. Just one report.
Thank you very much.